watch for me and see if anybody else comes in. Let me know.
Sure.
As you can see, the homepage of the site hasn't changed. I do think that I like the homepage, the layout of it. I want to get rid of this thing right here, and what I'll put there, I don't know. I think I still need to fix, no, the register button. Maybe it goes where it needs to go. Let's check it and see. You click on here to sign up, and yes, it does go where I want it to go. And so they register here. Click here to register. And I'm going to use my back arrow to go back to the home page, because when you go to one of the sales pages, its choice is to join here. Okay. Good morning, John. Good to see you.
Good morning, Vivian. I mean, not Vivian, but
Morning.
Carolyn, everyone.
Okay, so when we get here, you'll notice a little bit has changed in the navigation at top. You will see if you go to any one of these that as a visitor they can't get to. Like, I'm going to go to the affiliate boot camp, and it says enough about the affiliate boot camp to tell people what it's all about, and it's either log in or register. And that's what you'll see on most places. Okay, the news is open. That's for everybody. And when you get here, I see some of them are, okay, looks like everything is in. This was the one I put yesterday. You were asking a little bit about Facebook. And when you go try to click on one of these, it'll tell you to log in or register. Or if there is something that our guests can see, like patients, please, if they click there, no, everything tells them to log in or register, which is probably good. Your member resources, these are ready for you to, like, getting started or stay connected. And again, when a guest clicks on there, it tells them to get started or register. So I'm going to go ahead and log in at this point. And that is my login. 8 minus 8 is 0. The math is easy. So, and we'll log in. And if everything works right, yeah, because I'm the administrator, it takes me right away to the back end. So I'm going to go back to the front and we'll visit the site. Now, when I look at some of this, like the news, we'll go back there. And now it shows like it's supposed to, what's happening in the lab, and we've got patients, please, and the relaunch of the INL. And you click on that, and the whole article should show. And that should show the person's first name. So I guess there's some things I need to, there's still, with the new script, there's some things I need to fix. There is, like I said, the new affiliate program and the affiliate register. And the affiliate program, you do have to register separately. And like I said, that's something I will do today, is register all of you that have been active. I added some stuff here. Join as an affiliate. There are 4 ways to earn, and I've listed those. And there's the registration. And there is a separate affiliate login. I've not done anything with affiliate pages yet. So it tells me I'm already logged in.
Now, is this for the niche lab, or what is this for?
Yes, This
Okay.
is all the Internet Niche Lab.
Okay. Okay. And that include 90-day challenge? Does that include that or?
Yes.
Oh,
And
I see. Oh, okay.
yes, the 90-day challenge is one of the options to purchase. And I don't think this goes to the sales page anymore, but that's on, yes, it does. So there's the sales page for the 90-day challenge.
Okay.
And I've still got to put the buy now buttons on it.
Mm-hmm.
But it's the program where you pay the first 3 months.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you actually get it done in the 90 days, the rest of the year is free.
Oh my goodness. Uh-huh.
So that's how that one's going to work. And as an affiliate, if you sell the 90-day challenge, you're going to earn $24, I think is what it works out to be for selling the challenge. And I'm going to go back. Like I said, all the sales pages, well, maybe I'll put a link on them to go back home, but we'll see. So then I am logged in. So now I'm going to go to the member resources, and this is where you want to get started. This is where you want to begin. And this one is open to everybody. Free members are monthly members, are annual members, and the 90-day challenge. And it looks like my downloads all have to be fixed. Okay. So when you get started, get with the person who invited you here to make arrangements for your Niche Lab interview. And I need to find it, but we have the interview with John, and I'm going to make a link to that one so they can see what an interview is all about. Reread the 3 pathways to see which best describes you. And I will link back to that page. Some of them I've done, some of them I haven't gotten all of it completed yet. Make a list of the skills you need to master. Okay. And with some people it's going to be very, very basic computing. And with others it's going to be learning more of the advanced stuff.
I'll get there.
The next step is to set up your gravatar. And a gravatar is simply something, and I'm going to go back to the, well, no, maybe I won't. Okay, so a gravatar is simply something that shows your picture. Okay, mine is right here at the bottom. Anytime I post on a blog anywhere, that picture is going to show. It is important. And I'll say that again this morning. We talked about it yesterday a little bit, but it is important to start branding yourself. And one of the first ways people get to know you is by your face, right? That's how you get known in the real world. That's how you're going to get known in the virtual world. Okay. This is my gravatar. I can hover over that, and then you see my profile. It says, as one of the founders of the Internet Niche Lab, I work with our members to accomplish their goals and get control of their time. And then you can view the complete profile. That's how people get to know you. So you don't know how to do it? Well, there is a link right here that takes you to Gravatar, and you'll see it opens in a new window. And there is a short video that shows you how to set it up. And there's a link to Gravatar. And there is, and I like to call them recipes, simple recipes. Sign up for your Gmail account. Make sure that your account is connected to your Gravatar. Find a good headshot of yourself. And then write a short but helpful biography. This is your personal file. Your elevator talk is a good addition to a Gravatar. So what am I talking about when I talk about an elevator talk? Well, when people ask you, what do? You have to tell them, right? And so your elevator talk or your introduction should be 25 words or less. You should be able to say it in 30 seconds or less, and it should be roll off your tongue as something so natural that it doesn't sound like it's memorized. But as a founder of the Internet Niche Lab, I help people to learn how to use their computer. That's my introduction. Okay? Anyway, we will continue here a little bit. The products and services are going to change a little. You click on products and services, and again, you have links to the various sales, because if you don't have something to sell, you can't make any money. So I have the membership level set up, and all of these will have a link when I get them done, okay? Membership levels, and there they can select the free membership, a $19.95 membership, and it does renew every 30 days, $197 for the year, or the 90-day challenge, $59.85 now, and it expires after 90 days, and then it goes back to free if they don't choose either the $19.95 a month or the annual membership. And remember, as long as it's a recurring billing, as an affiliate, you're going to earn your percentage on those recurring payments. Our course catalog, we talked a little bit yesterday about having one free course for people when they come in, and I'm not sure yet which one it would be, but probably will be Web 101. And if I'm remember right, Web 101 is you should do this course as a first action. Building an internet on the requires some basics, and the first one is the introduction, the 4 major purposes, the 7 basic steps. So I think this is a good introduction to everything that we do, and each of these lessons will point to come on and join us and get all of our what's on the site.
When can I take that?
Anytime.
Really?
Yes,
Really?
just log in, and
Oh, great.
because I still need to make sure that you're assigned to the courses you should do, but it'll, when you get here and you log in as according to your member level, these will be live. They're all live for me, obviously, because I've set them as the administrator. I can see everything. You've got the coffee talk demos, and I'm going to come back to these, and they're listed, every single one of them that we've done so far that I've gotten posted, and there is a replay, and I'll just quick show you what that looks like. We'll go to the coffee talk. This is what we talked about yesterday, and some things points from the coffee talk to consider. There's going to always be a few things that we talked about that might get people interested, or to come back and watch the coffee talk.
Now, how did you, excuse me, Carolyn, how did you get to this site? Now, I was writing down what you were saying, and I missed how you got to this site.
Just type in internetnichelab.com.
Right. Uh-huh. And then select categories. Is that what it is?
And then everything is at the top, but remember, you do have to log in first. I'm logged in now, so what comes up is the log out button.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
And the About Us tells you a little bit about each of the founders.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And the blog directory goes to the directory.
Mm-hmm.
And so those are a few of the changes that I've made, and I hope it all works this time.
And this blog directory is the one that goes to Coffee Talk and all of that?
No, the blog directory, and I'm going to open it in a new tab, is our directory. Once you get a blog of your own and you're sure that it's beginning to look like what you don't have to wait until it's all done, but it's looking the way you want it.
Mm-hmm.
Then you'll have over here, there's the recent listings. I'm having categories of blogs, the blogs to our founders.
Uh-huh.
You can look up categories here. I've got 13 in news and 4 social media sites. And when you go, like one of the more recent ones, remember we told you about Bill and his interview with Len Mooney? Well, we'll go to Len Mooney. This is his site, and Len is known by, and these are go to his site, and he's got an article here called Your Value Proposition. So I'm going to go real quick here, and that opens up in another page, and there's Len Mooney's blog. I post things that I feel are very, very valuable to our members that give, I've said many, many, many times, it's impossible for us to know everything there is to know about everything.
Yeah.
And there are some people that are expert in areas that they've decided to become expert in. Well, Len is MLM, multi-level marketing. And John, I know you were involved in multi-level before. And this is one guy that knows what he's talking about. Okay. He does a program every morning. It's Coffee Time with Len, or Coffee with Len. And this one was about your value proposition.
Mm-hmm.
And you can go on over there and see some of the articles that might be of interest to you. And I'll close that now, but that's what our, maybe I won't, what our blog directory is all about. And there, instead of going to hunt information yourself all over the place, you can come to the blog directory for, and then read the articles that are of interest to you. Okay, that's what it's all about. So let's, one of my blog is as you know, The Winning Way, and we're going to come and take a look at this morning's article. I did do the changes that were recommended, and we'll go read this post. I think it's right out in your face now where you go to see the rest of the article. And we'll look at the tip for the today. We are not what we know, but what we are willing to learn. And isn't that kind of what we've been talking about already this morning?
Yes.
You can be, your abilities are what you were born with. We're endowed by our Creator with certain gifts. And a gift that I seem to have is to be able to take a very complex subject like organization and help to break it down to its parts so that it's easier for others to understand. And your skills are something that you hone in, that you continue to work with to get better at whatever it is that you want to do.
Mm-hmm.
And like Vivian, you're an artist. That's just who you are. And I loved a line in Whoopi Goldberg said it in Sister Act 2 when she was talking to this young lady, and she said, "Girl, if you wake up in the morning and you want to sing and that's all you think about is singing, then you were meant to be a singer."
Mm-hmm.
And that's what we talk about when we're looking to find a person's niche, their first site, their first business, the first things that they should be doing online are those things that they so love that it isn't work.
Mm-hmm.
They can talk about it without even thinking.
Mm-hmm.
And then they hone in their skills of learning how to work with the computer and the internet. That is something almost anyone can learn. Okay, so let's take a look at this tip this morning. And what I've been talking about is burnout. Unfortunately, it's something every one of us experience at one time or another. And I start by saying there probably isn't a person alive who hasn't come home from a stressful day, sat down on the couch, and disappeared inside their head with a blistering headache and a sweltering desire for anything, a distaste for anything work related. So ask yourself, how often does this feeling occur? Is it every week? Then you certainly have company, and everybody can relate one way or another. This sounds like a classic case of burnout, but the question you have to ask yourself is, what are you going to do about it? You might be putting in long hours at work, but find yourself stressed and not as productive as you normally might be. This feeling might result in non-completion of projects and an endless list of things to do. If you find yourself not making any progress when it comes to being productive, that is a very major symptom. Unfortunately, when this happens, many will turn to aspirin or greater or wine when they get home. Drugs and alcohol are never the answer and can lead to other more severe problems. A solution that works for me is definitely to do something else requiring hard physical work, not mental, because most of what I do is out of my head. So it just somehow has a cleansing effect in every area of your life, not just the thing that you're cleaning. It is just, not only will you clean up your space around you, but it helps to clean up the cobwebs in your thought processes. That's the time to go in, clean out the kitchen cupboards, go clean out the garage, go throw out all that stuff that's just been piling up. And it really does. It helps in every other area of your life. So that's this morning's winning way. And we've talked about the getting started and the download here. I got to fix that again. So it is the download to the Internet Niche Lab ebook about getting started. In our member resources, the second thing you should do is the stay connected. And the Bible talks about it as you need to stay connected with other members of your group because you have like things to talk about. You're of a same mindset. You learn from one another and you find it a safe place to talk about whatever it is that's bothering you so that we can together find solutions for the things that we're having trouble with. That's why it's so important to have people of all skill levels here, from beginners to experts in their field. And as we gather experts, you're going to find them in our joint venture area. Darlene is one of those. I look up to that woman. She does so much and is so good at what she does. And Julie, when it comes to knowing what Skype is all about, I highly recommend Julie. Adding a new one this week, his name is Dariush. He knows more about computer security than anybody I've met for a very long time. And his pages will be up very, very soon. We have our coffee talk in the morning. This explains a little bit about Zoom. I believe this was a video that we made when John was talking about it. And then as members of the Niche Lab, you certainly want to join the our Skype Niche Lab room, and this is a place where they can do that. So everything here is all about staying connected. Links to follow us on Twitter and our Facebook link. So that's what's in staying connected. The calendar that you see here is my Google Calendar, and I have it showing on the site so that you can see just what's going on with the Niche Lab. You don't have all my personal stuff showing, but whenever we promote somebody else's webinars, you'll also find links to their sign-up pages there. The next one is building your business, and that I'm hoping is what all of you are here for. There's a little video about the niche model and why we're talking about it, and these 7 steps that you start. Do your niche interview so we get you started off on the right foot. Research your idea. Is there a market? Are there people buying similar items? Register your domain name. Secure your hosting. Choose your platform. And with the Niche Lab, the first thing we're teaching you is how to build a blog. Complete site action plans 1 and 2. Build your business. And then you're gradually going to be filling in the gaps in your knowledge. And in part, that's what the Niche Lab is all about, helping you to fill in those gaps in the things that you need to know. Next one is get trained. And it goes through the basics. What should you be getting trained on? Well, niche basics, learning how to use the WYSIWYG in the editors that you have, beginning HTML. You know, maybe you'll never write a line of code, but you should understand what it does. The essentials of design, goals, information products, blog basics, working with WordPress, do the affiliate bootcamp, promotion 101, the Niche Academy, and then the higher courses that we do, and some of them that we point you to. Grow your business, and this has all to do about growing personally and technically. And it really is. It's more, there's more to building a business than the nuts and bolts. And as you can see, I still have work to do on that one. And our mastermind group. And you're invited to this one after you get going and you have your own site ready. And anyway, the articles in this section are posted for joint venture members only. This is for those members or affiliates that have a vested interest in the lab. You are helping to support us, and we are more than willing to help support you. Okay. So that's the changes in the new lab. That's the direction I'm going here. And I do hope it's easier to navigate. And we've used up about a half of our time this morning. And I don't think we had any questions to talk about, except that, Vivian, you were asking the other day about Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there really is a lot to learn about Facebook. And where did I put it? We'll get a category here, and I'm going to go to our resources. And a Skype strategy session. Well, maybe I better look at it this way. If it's not immediately visible, you type in what you're looking for, and we'll go search for it. And this is connecting with Facebook. I'll have a lot of Facebook things, ebooks and other things in this group. But Facebook is one of the social media groups that helps us to connect with people, to make friendships. Facebook has groups. This is the official video playlist about Facebook. And so let's just go to, this is one of the help centers about Facebook, and it talks all about groups and how it works. And actually you have two parts. I'm going to go this, you go here to my profile. And this is what's called the wall. And
that's actually your timeline.
The timeline, yeah. Okay, and so we'll go home. Hi, Kate. Well,
Hi.
I didn't see you come in.
I
Okay.
snuck in.
And then you go to the home page, and this is your wall.
Yeah.
This is where everything shows up, and if you want to comment or share or to something that's been put on your wall, this is where you do it. You will find there's several ways to add people to your groups. One of them, of course, is family. And you want to connect with family. This is where you do that. And it's going to have some business stuff in it. And some of those that you want to add, you can. Okay, I'm going to go to the business page, the Internet Niche Lab business page. That's the one that link takes you to. Again, it's another wall, but this one is for business only. And you're going to see people that you are connected to who are connected to other people. Those might be the first ones that in your business you want to actually connect with. You're going to get all kinds of requests to add them to your Facebook. Read their profiles first. Find out if there's anything about them that you can agree with, that you want to connect with, and go ahead and add them. As you grow, you know, and I add things to this wall every day too. So it's another way you can go in here, you like it, you share it on your wall, and you add pictures, and you can add just, it's a way again to get yourself known and well thought of. So watch what you're doing, okay, who you connect with, because we are known by the company that we keep, right? So that's Facebook. And
My business page looks nothing like this.
huh?
My business page looks nothing like this.
Where is yours, Kate?
Hang on. I have to open it. I don't do anything to it. But mine looks nothing like that. New page. Facebook. And then how do I even get to it? Crap. Oh, here.
And I don't see the chat from where I am, so.
Carolyn, how do you balance? I mean, you could spend all day doing this. How do you balance the other things you have to do? I mean, I could get really
Caught up in Facebook? Yes, you can. And so if you have to, set a time clock.
Oh, okay.
And if you can only be there 15 minutes a day or an hour a week, then set a time clock. So that's the only time you stay there. And yes, you really can. You can get so wrapped up in it that that's all you do. But remember, when you're working, you're working.
Okay.
And give yourself just so much time to do each of these things. I'm going to close that tab. And we're back to the Internet Niche Lab. What was, oh, that was where we read that. And I'm going to close this tab now. And we'll close the blog where Len was. Do go over there and listen, because his coffee time things in the morning, I think it's just like a 5 or 10 minute. Let's see. And I've been trying to talk my husband into doing this. He has a blog where cause he's a retired minister, right? And I've been trying to get him to go do a video every day of what he's talking about. And we'll see if he does. But Len really is interesting. He does come out with some very, very good points. And we'll close that tab, and we're back to where we started. Yes, Kate. I'll stop
Say anything.
sharing and come back to the room. Let me see if I can find your chat here. And I'll open yours. Then we'll go back to.
I noticed your URL said facebook.com/pages. Mine doesn't.
Okay, let's go back and I'll share the screen again. Share screen, and
it does look similar. I just don't do anything. You see, look at the URL. It doesn't say anything about pages in it.
I don't know. We'll have to see. And there's her wall.
February is the last time I posted anything. And Carolyn.
And Kathy.
Kathy Pop. Popalicious.
Mm. Yeah, it looks like it, and just a few things are. The wall looks the same, and Vivian, to answer your question, a lot of all what I do up here, I've got one message, and I have 8 postings, and I go in here, and if there's something I feel like I need to read, I read those, and then I mark all of them as read, so that's gone. I have one request, and there were 25 messages from this guy yesterday. Probably will not stay connected to him. He's lonely and looking for company, and that's not the people that I usually talk to. Then you go to the home page, and I'm I like that picture. I always check for something from one of my family, and Bill is a family member. I check with um, um, very quickly run through this, and I try not to spend any more than about 5 minutes here. Once in a while, I'll run into something that I really get interested in. And if you like it, you share it. Share now public, and that's done. If the things that you can get hooked up on are these videos.
Yeah, because you go to like all my wall shows rare videos. It doesn't show YouTube videos anymore. I don't know what that's about. And then you start watching one, and then there's a link to the next one, and the next one, and the next one. And about 2.5 hours, you're like, what the heck have I been doing?
Right. It is. That can be a problem. It is something that you can get so involved in that you don't do anything else. But what is it that keeps me organized? And I know the question comes up a lot, and I will go to my CMS. This is what I use to keep me organized. And when
Her
they
path.
get there, nobody can get in here unless you have a login. And it's just for me. Nobody else can see this. And my daily to do is here. And today is Wednesday. So I will log in, and this is what I do first. Everything on here. I go and do my email, and that's where I find stuff that I need to follow up on. Usually I write my list the night before, so we'll go look at yesterday's.
Is this part of Joomla?
This is Joomla, but the template, what I use to do it, it's particular categories. And anyway, this was yesterday's to-do list. You can see, and I like to mark all the dones that I get done, because it makes me feel good when I've gotten this thing done. And I can always go back and see what's what and when did I do what. And
Lord, you're organized.
And then I can write notes on it so that I can remember what we talked about. I have a link to the coffee talk. I put it in here so that I know this is something I need to go add to the site. And when I get it added, then it's marked done. And
wow.
If there are things that I need to do that I didn't get done yesterday, I copy it from here and put it on the new day. I have one for my daily. My weekly action plans are here, and they go back for a couple of years now. This is this week, and I do these on Saturday. I write them on Saturday, and as the week goes on, if I have other things I need to add to it, then I do. We'll look again. We'll look at last week's, because at the end of the week is when I mark my dones. And you can see that I did add to things. I added my notes. What did I learn this week? What actions did I take? And what results this week? And I forgot to fill that one out. I do have a monthly action plan. I do this on the during the last week of the month, like in June. I did it the last week in June for July, and I have a link to my
Google Calendar.
My Google Calendar shows here, and each of the things that I do, and I mark them at the end of the month. I mark everything that was done, and my daily blog, I put the article names in here. Follow up with clients. Did we do? And if I was going to do the weekly campaign, and I haven't done that for a while because I'm rebuilding this lab. So that's, and then my projects are in here, my goals are in here, affiliate programs that I belong to, and that's how I keep track of everything that I'm doing. So I'm going to go back to the home page, and that just stays open all day. And I do each of the things in the order that they need to be done, and that's how I keep myself doing what I have to do.
That's fantastic.
Like I said, if I was born with any skill at all, it was a skill for organization. I had a doctor tell me that I was too organized for my own good, and I probably border on being OCD, because if things are out of place, if things are out of order, if I can't find stuff, I get very, very, I don't know. I start going like this, you know what I mean? Order is too valuable not to do it. So, any other questions? Anything we need to go over? We're getting very close to the top of the hour, and
The next day, could you show us how to get on the Google Calendar? Put a Google Calendar on there like that, and how to use it?
okay, we can do that. I can do that tomorrow if you would like, because it does take a little time.
Yeah.
But see, Kate, I did what you said, and
Speed dial.
from here I can get to my calendar in just a, what's it called,
Well,
speed dial, and I'm right there. And as you can see here, I see a whole lot more than what you see, than the implant, I'll call it, on the websites. And
embed.
yeah, the embed. And you can add other people's calendars here. And like Julie's is a blue color. And her this is Pam, and they show up in a different color.
Oh.
Are you going to do a class on that Joomla what is it, My Path? Yeah.
It's actually a part of a whole course called Records and Record Keeping.
Oh,
I'm rebuilding it.
it's already up. That's pretty amazing.
Yeah, Ed needs to do me a new template for the new Joomla. because that's part of the courses. You get the template that already has the categories and the main setup already done for you.
Yeah.
I have holidays in here, and they show up in this color, in purple. The holidays in Canada show up in green. Go to Julie Wolf, and there's her calendar, and I can see exactly where she is. And Ed Black doesn't have anything on his calendar, but he shows up in yellow. And Bill isn't using his calendar so much. So this shows you how to display what you want to see.
Oh. Okay.
So it really is a fun thing to do, and all you have to do first is get a Gmail account, and then you automatically have your calendar. Then you can just start using it. But yeah, we can go over it more and set up and all that stuff. I will find some videos for you to watch that show you exactly how to do it.
Oh, thank you so much.
Anyway, I'm going to stop share and stop the recording.